Hello everyone. Today let's talk about why the US markets are correcting or crashing or whatever since the last week. Again, this video I'm only putting out in English because I've got feedback that Hindi is not acceptable बोलेंगे नहीं तो समझ में नहीं आती बहुत सारे लोगों को. A lot of people are from south and they are unable to understand certain टेक्निकली टफ टर्म्स सो एक वीडियो प्रॉपर इंग्लिश में बना के देखते हैं. सो आई विल कंटिन्यू विद दिस in English. So why US markets are correcting is because their US Federal Reserve, which I've always given you a perspective on, the Federal Reserve, which is their central bank, they always keep flip flop बहुत करते हैं. They keep flipping between their policies. They are never stable, and every 2 months when they come out with the meeting, Mr. Powell, whenever he opens his mouth, it is by nature that Nasdaq nosedives by 2% and Dow Jones corrects by another 1.5 to 2%. In the last week, the markets in the US have corrected. There are a couple of reasons for that. Reason number one is, as it is, the rally in the Dow and Nasdaq was not a broad-based rally. It was based on only 6 or 7 stocks: Nvidia, Apple, and all these tech stocks and certain other old economy stocks. It was not a broad-based rally. S&P 500 is a broader index, so to get the gist of US markets, 7 p.m. each day when the US market opens, Dow and Nasdaq will give you a snapshot, but the real broader market index you will get from S&P 500. Second reason why the US markets are correcting is because Fed gave a very hawkish commentary. Hawkish means they were not very clear when they will start cutting rates, and the market had already discounted that by November, December the Fed will start cutting rates. When you cut interest rates, more money flows into equity. When interest rates are higher, people who are sitting on profit, they take out the money because bond market yields go up in US. Now consider this: if you're in US and if you're getting US bond yield at 5%, for US 5%, 7% rate of interest on a government bond is very high. For them it's very high because traditionally it used to be 1%, 1.5, 2%. So if somebody in US FIIs are getting 5 to 7%, they will not take the risk of investing in equity markets in the short term. These are all short term techniques, right? So they would not want to invest. They'll hold their money, they'll book profit and come out of equity. This is exactly what is happening in the US in the last 1 week, 10 days, and the ripple effect rub off is happening in the Indian markets also. If you see the last week or so, in the Indian markets also, FIIs have sold around 10,000 crore of stock, but the Nifty is not corrected to that extent because domestic mutual funds are buying, domestic institutions are buying, retail investors are holding the market. Due to all these factors, our markets are not very like they used to be earlier. They are not very much, you can say, loose or binary with the US markets. Final reason why US markets are falling is, you have to admit, there was overvaluation. Certain stocks had gone up a lot. I mean, if you look at Tesla, look at the stocks on the Nasdaq, and whenever there is only 5, 6, 7 stocks running the rally, it has to crumble because the broader market will get you down. So now the thing in the US is they are all waiting, hoping that the Fed does not increase rates. I think there is one rate hike which is going to come in the next meeting, but the whole market will shine again after a sideways movement, I feel, for some months. And according to me, I think next year, before the US elections, around April, May, June 2024, elections are in November 2024, US elections, the Fed will cut interest rates April, May, June. May, June 2024, they'll start cutting rates. Till that time, they'll keep on dragging the markets. They'll keep on scaring us in equity markets. I think they get some sadistic pleasure by doing all that. A lot of people who are in high positions, they get this kind of sadistic pleasure. So let me know your thoughts on the US markets. I'll see you around in the next video very soon. Till then, keep profiting.